A common question we got asked, especially in the early days, was why did we decide to create our own virtual machine, the CairoVM, instead of using Ethereum's virtual machine, the EVM? Most rollups today claim to be compatible with the EVM, which means that they can reuse the same development tools available on Ethereum, including Solidity, as the smart contract programming language. Although this makes perfect sense for optimistic rollups, there are some important trade-offs for ZK rollups. ZK rollups require by definition a different type of computer architecture based on ZK circuits in order to create validity proofs out of a computation. To begin with, ZK circuits require a different type of arithmetic compared to traditional computer architectures where binary operations are the norm. As a result, some operations that are trivial for a traditional computer architecture can be quite hard for computers based on ZK circuits. The EVM is a traditional computer architecture that has some similarities with x86. This means that ZK rollups that want to use the EVM as their underlying computer architecture need to make significant compromises in performance to maximize compatibility with the tools available on Ethereum. When Starkware designed Starknet, a decision was made to focus on building the most performant system possible based on this new generation of computers that use zero-knowledge proof. The CairoVM is fine-tuned for performance and security, while the Cairo programming language is optimized for programming ergonomics. This of course meant that we had to kickstart a whole ecosystem from scratch, where nothing from Ethereum could be reused. Any Starknet veteran can attest how painful this was in the early days when the language and the tooling was subpar, constantly evolving and breaking. But now, 3 years after using these systems in production, collecting and applying feedback from our developer community, the Starknet ecosystem is mature and fairly stable. An interesting and unexpected side effect of having our own ecosystem is that Starknet developers are more creative. Because it is not possible to simply deploy the same apps available on Ethereum to Starknet, developers take the time to think from first principles how to create apps that take advantage of the massive computing power and extremely low fees available on Starknet. At Starknet, we have a long-term vision and we are not scared to deviate from the status quo if it means exploring exciting new possibilities. Starknet is a long-term bet.